All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is a lesson basically based on what's going on in the news right now. We got a lot of prophecies, coming to pass right now, and Jake and them don't understand it because they're not going back to the source where it tells you, what's happening, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right. So one main event is what's going on in the news as far as what happened in South Carolina. There was a shooting in South Carolina, Hampton, South Carolina. A Jake shot at a Judite shot at a police officer, and the police officer was actually black, man. But that was the judgment from Yahweh Shema Shai, man. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 39, verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Not only is that going on, you got these race riots brewing up in Virginia during a protest. The Lord headed to where the CIA rammed their car into the protesters, man. And this actually that per se has actually been going on all over the world. And I wish I could pull up the video, but there was one incident where a car ran through a crowd of people, and all you seen was people flying in the air. Man, the same thing happening in Virginia right now, man. But that's part of them spirits that was created for vengeance, because they gotta get Jake and them to get roused up. They gotta get Esau to get roused up to be ready to come up against the government. And they gotta make sure that this wasn't racially motivated. Make sure it wasn't the black guy that did it. That's gonna add a whole lot more fuel to the fire. Not only did that happen, you got you had a nigger woman out there, and she ain't supposed to be out there with all them fucking white people, them Edomites. But she got caught up in the crosshairs too, cause she got hit by the car also. She just, I think she was one of the ones that survived, if I'm not mistaken. She was able to get up off the car and everything, but that's part of the vengeance and the spirits that's created for vengeance. Salakia. This is verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Right, and that sword can be a gun, you know, any type of sharp instrument, blunt instrument. That's all prophecy, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me. Right. So, we're supposed to glory in the fact that we know Yahweh Shema Shai, and the Lord is his word, man. And his word, which is his secrets, will reveal unto his prophets, man. The wise man of this world, the mighty man, and the rich man wasn't given this understanding, man. Just the meek of the earth, man. The elect was given this understanding. It says that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exercises loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness. Right, and that judgment was righteousness, man, for that police officer to get shot because he on the wrong side. He sided with these Edomite devils under this whole what is it? It just slipped my mind. But how the police got their own secret organization, Blue Wall of Silence, they their own cults, cults and everything, man. He fell up under them, and the Lord paying him back for that shit, man. And ultimately, it's because he not coming to the truth. Slakia. It says, and righteousness in the earth, for in these things I delight, said the Lord Yahweh. Right. So that's the Lord exercising vengeance, man, or exercising judgment. But this is the next scripture. Before I get this Isaiah, this is Second Ezra. This is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein," meaning destruction to the world and the people that dwell in this place, man. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, right, man? So it's getting close to that time for y'all to be getting hit by nuclear missiles, man, coming from the Middle Eastern nations and Russia, man, and the EU. And one people shall stand up to fight against another. That's part of this race riots, man, because doing that alternative right, that's a white supremacist uprising, for a lack of a better term, rising up against who? The Black Lives Matter campaign, those who fought for democracy, man. Those groups are clashing, and that's how Esau wanted to be. Esau got them fighting against each other, instead of fighting against the government right now, man. They not picking up arms and rising up against the government. Yeah, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. But they got their attention directed towards each other instead of the person that's actually really passing the laws and bringing all the chaos. He got them fighting each other. But that's all the spirit of Habashim Shai, man. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men," right? Uprisings, "and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes," right? And that's that's happening a lot more in the Middle East when these government officials are getting killed and shit, man. It says, and the government officials, the senators. It says, "And the course of the action shall stand in their power." It's coming to America though, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? Because they're gonna have these cities barred off, man. When they call in martial law, and lock America down fully, they've been having like their little test runs and everything where they've been doing it and stuff, but it's gonna be worse than what it is. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able," right? They're gonna have these cities quarantined off also for plagues and shit, man. "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Right, man. And that's coming. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, with guns, knives, hammers, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread." Right, so that's a famine, man. So it's gonna get worse out here, man. It's gonna be that to that point where people ain't gonna be able to eat, and they're gonna be running in each other's houses, killing each other, taking their food. It says, "And for great tribulation," right, raping their women. That's all prophecy, man. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians," right? Just, more scriptures on the race riots. "And they shall fight every one against his brother and every one against his neighbor." See? So, people going to be fighting against their actual brothers in this thing too, man. "City against city," right? "And kingdom against kingdom." Right. So not only is there gonna be race riots, there's gonna be wars going on in this time, man. All right, now I'm gonna jump back to this Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 20. It says, "Behold, said the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them." To who? To Israel, man. So everything that you got, everything that's going on is because of what these nations did to Israel, from these race riots to these wars that's kicking off, man. And it's gonna be happening all over the world, man. But let me see. It says, "Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundation of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled." Right? Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. Right, man. So, ultimately, this place is gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. You know, those who left the truth, they're gonna be hit by the missiles, or they're gonna be killed some way, some form, some fashion, man. You know, those who spoke against the prophets, they're gonna be killed also, man. But if they don't repent. But yeah, that's it for the lesson, man. All praise to Yahweh by Shema Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth with sincerity. Shalom.